Ew, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? Guys, this show is pretty ridiculous. Not only am I really excited to see what's going to continue to happen, continue forward, but the princess somehow she was a terrible character and somehow she redeemed herself all in the same episode. I don't know how you do that, but she found a way, and I think I'm getting hit by that. Yep. But regardless, this show definitely has so much soul and passion in it. I have to say that the transition between one of the parts was kind of weird throughout the final blow that he deals to the enemy. Other than that, everything else was pretty cool. And there's one more thing: the CGI looked almost identical, or at least close to what the Broly movies CGI kind of looked like. Like, it wasn't bad at all, especially for something that's supposed to be in a TV show. It was kind of shocking to see how well done the CGI was. So I am actually pretty happy with that. Um, Outside of that, I didn't really see a whole lot of flaws. I did see myself not liking the princess, even from actually, yeah, last week's episode. She did say the first line that she says in this week's episode, so there was a little bit of what you can kind of expect from her. Like, she just says whatever's on her mind, and that's how it is. So I thought that was an interesting way to, make her and actually have her throughout the whole entire episode, especially when she's being called princess still, and she should just be called by her first name, which is pretty good for our boy. He might end up getting some credit for, getting with the princess or something along those lines if that ever happens. um, but yeah, I honestly don't know what else to expect. I see the preview is all about training next week, so that should entail, like a decent amount of what we're going to expect from his training. And for some odd reason, it feels like the grandpa is like lying some way, shape, or form, seeing how the thing on his head had broken, and that's how all of a sudden he can use magic and whatnot. And last time I checked, when he was a baby, he didn't show up with that, right? Like, he didn't show up with something on his head the way that he has been ever since we first picked up with him and he's a little bit older. He's never had anything on his head, so I am actually really interested to see what this all entails, because thinking about it, the person who destroys a whole entire island and then flies off with some woman, that might have been his dad. I don't know why I just thought about that, because it would make sense with this new guy all of a sudden saying that the demon has rewoken, right? On what premise is he referring? Is it because the monsters are just attacking and that's a tall tale sign that things have changed for the worse? Or is there actually evidence, something that isn't supposed to happen? And my idea was maybe because um, a hero has pretty much showed up, that means a demon lord or a dark lord has to show up as well. That was just my first thought, but I could be wrong on that. Um, or if worse comes to worse, it might actually be our main character being that demon dark lord or something. That would be kind of messed up, but of course it shouldn't be that. But I mean, anime is pretty interesting altogether, so maybe it's his father. I don't know. Because last time I checked, the person who just blew up an entire island, and it looked like he did it over a woman, and maybe his son, could have been the next Dark Lord or something along those lines, but we will definitely see coming up soon. I just want to know where they're going to continue to place this, because like I said, the only thing that felt kind of dry, I guess you can say, was the overall attack that finished the fight. But I'm guessing it could get better, from here on out. And I only say that because this person he fought had to use the power of the Dark Lord just to even have a chance to put up a fight against his power, right? So it's not surprising if all of a sudden, when they continue to push the story narrative further, and the only person capable of actually stopping and defeating any rises of strong people will be him, but with using this mysterious power where he goes Ultra Instinct already. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is Ultra Instinct, and I who did it better, Goku or Dai? Oh my god, I can't wait for the memes. I can't wait for the memes. And I'm sorry, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm starting it if it hasn't already been started. I'm pretty sure someone's already done it, but nonetheless, we will have to see what pops off with all of this. I did enjoy this episode quite a bit. Some people say this is the show that got them into anime, so it's so much writing on this one show to be good for people who already have very high expectations of what the story should be, and not only that, what the story could potentially add or what it could leave out, right? So there's a lot of things writing on them getting this right, and if they don't, it would only suck for the people who have already seen it, who knew what could have potentially been better. But if at the end of the day it's enjoyable, we'll see what happens. So, all that being said, I hope everybody has an awesome day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. Peace.